I got another question for you. The question is from the concept, from the topic function. In the function topic, we have discussed a concept called greatest integer and smallest integer. So we are going to solve question on that particular concept. If you have not gone through that, if you have not done that topic, then please do that. It will make things easy for you. It will make you confident enough to solve the question. Okay, so let's see the question on the screen. If you want, you can pause the video and try attempting the question by yourself, or you can solve with me. So here the question says, let x be any number between 3 to 6 equal to, so including 3 as well as 6. Now, here it's given relation is x square and then you have square bracket, then x square bracket ka square. What does this square bracket mean? Here the meaning is given, this is greatest integer not exceeding x. अब इसका मतलब क्या होता है? Let's understand with example. So, it means you put anything inside x, you will get an integer which is less than or equal to x. It should not exceed x. Example, if it is square bracket of 3, it should be 3. If it is square bracket of 3.1, that should also be 3. If it is 3.5, it should also be 3. If it is 3.9999, this will also be 3. This is what the definition of greatest integer, which we have discussed in the concept class of algebra module function topic. Okay, now this is given to us. Now here it says, if set S represent all the feasible value of x, x के जितने भी feasible value it represent that, then what is the possible subsets of S? So here what are the possible values? What you can get in S, the set S, that's what we need to define. So let's understand this with another example here. What we understand by the example which I have discussed here is, if you have the greatest integer of x, where x can vary anything, let's say if that is equal to n, then x can take any value, x belongs to any value from n to n plus 1, where n plus 1 is not included. So for that we have close bracket, the small bracket, and then here here we have open bracket, and then here we have close bracket, square bracket. अब bracket का meaning भी हमने function chapter में discuss किया हुआ है. It means this part is included, but this is not included. It's going up to that. Example, x can take, as I said here, x can take any value if this is equal to 3, let's say, n is equal to 3, let's say. So x can take any value from where? From 3 to 4, 3 plus 1, 4. But it cannot take the value 4, okay? I am not saying this. This is the definition of greatest integer even mentioned in the question, okay? So this is what it is, yeah? Including 3 but not including 4, okay? Now, to solve this question, if I assume that here this should give you an integer value n, okay? Greatest integer, so n is the integer value. It should give you an integer value n, okay? X could be any floating value, decimal value. Floating value means decimal value भी हो सकता है वो. In such case, square of this should also be n square. Now here this is also given equal to this square bracket of x, uska square is also given in the question equal to x square, and then we have square bracket, right? So x square bracket, this is also equal to n square as per the question, right? In that case, sorry, ये तो था ही, x square का square bracket is equal to n square, yeah, here with this relation, okay? Now, what does it mean? It means that x square belongs to anything, any value which is from n. It can take floating value. N is an integer, okay? But x can be a floating value. Floating मतलब decimal भी हो सकता है वो. N square to n square plus 1, where n square plus 1 is not needed. So up to n square plus 1. जैसे यहाँ पे हमने बोला up to 4. Like it can take 3.99999, but it can't take 4. The moment it takes 4, the output will change. It becomes 4, and we want the output same, 3, same integer. Got it? Okay. Now, what are the integers you can have with the given range? What are the integers you can have with the given range? Yeah, because n is the outcome, right? So n should be integer, correct? So what are the integers you can have from the given range? X could be anything from 3 to 6, including 3 and 6. So n can take any value like 3, 4, 5 and 6. If n takes 3, Samina, if n takes 3, n equal to 3 here, okay, let me write here, 3 here. That means in that case, x square will belong to anything between what? 3 square, which is 9 to 10, but here n square plus 1, 10, where 10 is not included. The question is not to find x square. Question is to find all the feasible values. All the feasible values of x. All the feasible value, let me clean this up. All the feasible values of x. Yeah. All the feasible values of x, not x square. X. Okay. So, if I from x square, if I want to get x, तो क्या करना है? We should get the square root of the respective numbers. So इसका square root क्या हो जाएगा? Square root हो जाएगा इसका again 3 to square root of 10. Okay. If you understood this for n equal to 3, it will be easy for you to do it for 4, 5, 6 also. यहाँ तक ठीक है. So x can take anything from 3 to 10 and root 10, and this is what you can see in the options also, where the square root of 10 is not included. Similarly, if you put the next possible value integer, because n is an integer, n is the outcome, right? So n should be integer, x can be any floating. So next integer value for n is equal to 4. In that case, you can say what? X square can also belong to what? Here, n square, which is 4 square, 4 square to 4 square plus 1, which is, shall I write the answer? Shall I write the final value? 16. 4 square is 16 and 16 plus 1, 17, where 17 is not included. So in that case, x should belong to what? Square root of them. That means it can go up from 17, 4 to square root of 17, where square root of 17 is not included. Similarly, if you look at the next integer, which is n equal to 5, then x square can be anything from, now you don't need my help, right? N square to n square plus 1. So 5 square plus 1, that is 26. So x can be, if you want to find out x, आपको square root लेना पड़ेगा. Now 5 square का square root is simple, it is 5. It will go to what? Root of 26. Okay, where root of 26 is not included. Now similarly, if you take n is equal to 6, ध्यान से समझना, then x belong to any value from 6 to 6 square to 6 square plus 1. समझना ध्यान से, यहाँ पे students will make mistake. Now here it means x belong to what? Square root, yeah, x square, you know. So square root of 6 square is 6, and this is 36 plus 1 is 37. Okay, can belong up to this. But you know, as per the question, x cannot go beyond 6. Is given in the question. X is between anything between 3 to 6. X cannot go beyond 6. So from this set, you will only consider the value what? 6. Okay. So functions use किया है हमने, set का थोड़ा part use किया है इसमें. Okay. So this is what we have used to solve this question. Now we need to check the options. What will satisfy? So if you want, you can write all of them in one proper set way. So x belongs to anything which is 3 to root 10, where root 10 is not included, or it can belong to 5 to 4 to root 17, where 4 is included but root 17 is not included, so open bracket here, or belong to 5 to root 26, or it can take what? 6. Okay. So x here, this is all possible values of x, all feasible values of x, and that should also be the set S. Now question said आप इसका subset क्या क्या possible है वो निकालो. Okay. So now here if you look at option number A, is it possible? देखो, subset is not equal to the subset set that also you have discussed in the modern maths and miscellaneous topics. So there we have discussed sets. Okay, so if you go through that chapter, then you will understand this. So option number A. Now 3 to root 10, where 3 is not included. So it's a value which is little more than 3 but less than root 10. So this is possible to be subset, yeah, because we have 3 to root 10. So even the value which is not including 3 up to not including 10 is also part of this set. So you're possible. This is also subset. Yeah. Question said all the possible subset. Then possible subset is, or not all the possible, then subset is. So this part is fine. 5 to root 26 we have seen and 6 also we have seen. So this is working. Okay. Now why B is not working? Because B says आप 3 को भी include करो और root 10 को भी include करो. Root 10 is also square bracket, that means inclusive bracket. So this is not possible because it cannot be equal to root 10. Option number 3, same way, option number 3 is also out. Option number D, here you have 4 to root 18. आप 4 to root 18 नहीं है, 4 to root 17 है. So it can't go to next value. That's why option number D is also not possible, not possible. So option number A fits the best here. That's why this is your answer. Got it? I hope you understood. Let's solve the next question.